Hey everybody, so before the video starts, I forgot to say this earlier, so this is edited in, but follow me on Apple Music, and I have a playlist called The Best of 2020, and you can catch a lot of this music and more on that playlist, from the albums and the singles, so enjoy the video. Alright everyone, so I'm back. I got another video for y'all, another top 10. We just did the top 10 movies, top 10 albums. So now we're gonna do the top 10 singles. This takes a lot of time, having to go back through all the singles that came out this year, all the ones that I actually liked, all the ones that I loved, and then you're just ranking them. So it just gets so hard. I mean, I swear I had by the time I really just didn't even know, I think I was down to 30. And I was alright, I just have to start making choices. And this is the list that I came up with. And I just went over it again, and I'm pretty sure it's still pretty solid. Now, some of these singles are going to be off some of the albums. So if you need to go check out that video so you can listen to the album that it's on, you know what I'm saying? So let's start out with number 10. Monster by Shawn Mendes featuring Justin Bieber. I said Bieber, oh my gosh. Can I redo that? Monster by Shawn Mendes featuring Justin Bieber. When this song came out, the first time I listened to it, I was like, dang, I love this song. I'm not even talking about I was into it the first time. And then when the music video came out, I never really listened to Shawn Mendes. I thought it was a Justin Bieber song because I do listen to Justin Bieber. It turns out it's a Shawn Mendes song off his new album, Wonder, that just came out. So when I watched the music video, I was like, Shawn Mendes, he's tall, he's got the dope hair, and got the biceps and all. And I was like, I swear Shawn Mendes was a Viner back in my day. And it is the same Shawn Mendes. I was pretty sure, but I was just like, I just don't listen to Shawn Mendes. So I was like, I'm pretty sure it's the same Shawn Mendes. Showing my social media age, aren't I? Talking about Vine. But the song's good. It's talking about all the stuff they go through, how they got wrapped up in Hollywood at an early age, and how they made mistakes. And when you're a kid, you're gonna do that, you know? So if you haven't heard the song, go listen to it. And you can also check out the album that it's on by Shawn Mendes. It's pretty well. It's pretty good as well. Number 9 is Be Happy by Dixie D'Amelio. This song I didn't listen to for the longest time because I was like, I'm not gonna listen to this TikToker that wants to be a singer. But I guess maybe I watched one of her YouTube videos at some point, and I was like, oh, she's a YouTuber too. Then I was like, I guess I will listen to it. When I listened to it, I was like, why did I not listen to this the day it came out? Because it's fire. As to talk about in the albums, it's kind of a sad song, but it's not really sad, but it deals with emotion, I guess, sad emotions. I kind of dig that stuff. It kind of has that vibe to it, but it's also very poppy, very, very catchy. You know, I'll just be at work, I'm loading some Sax Fee at the feast around. It's like, sometimes I don't wanna be happy. It's just it just gets stuck in your head. So go check that song out if you have not heard it. But let's move on to number 8, which is Cabin Fever by Jaden, aka Jaden Smith, aka son of Will Smith, my boy. So Cabin Fever dropped. He dropped that single. I listened to it the day it came out, and I loved it. This song, super catchy. And when the music video dropped, I even reacted to the music video, so you can check that out on here. Yeah, this song I just totally vibed with. Super catchy. Came out during the quarantine, I believe, and then it showed up on his new album, CVT3, which you can find in my top 10 albums. I'm not gonna tell you where it is on my top 10 because you can go check that out for yourself. He's really found his sound with this last album, so go check that song out. Check the album out. Number 7, Armies by KB. Ooh, this song, man. This song is a remix of a contemporary Christian song by Chris Tomlin. KB remixed it. He remixed the chorus and used that as the hook in this song. The song goes hard. About the day the song dropped, I listened to it like 10 times. On my Apple replay, this was like my #1 song I listened to the most. So like, you'd think that was probably my favorite single, but it wasn't. It just kind of came out before some of the other stuff, so that's why I've listened to it more. And it's on his album, His Glory Alone, which you can also find on my top 10 albums. Go listen to Armies if you haven't. It's an instant banger. If you don't take my word for it, just search up KB Armies reaction. Go watch my boy Tulip Mafia react to that song. And if I can convince you, he'll convince you it's a banger. Number 6, Drown by Lecrae featuring John Legend. Now this one, it's like, it was a single for Restoration, but it came out, it was already like on pre-order, but it was still a single, so I'm still counting it because there was artwork, there was like single artwork for it. This song, crazy good, crazy catchy, and it's like, and it's real, it's relatable. Got John Legend on the hook, Lecrae with the bars, and Restoration is also on my top 10 albums. So, like I say, you might want to check that video out as well. Number 5. Now we're in the top 5. Number 5 has kind of a long title. It's called The One Where I Talk to God by Marty featuring my boy Andy Mineo. And this was on Marty's EP, Marty for President 2, which is a sequel to like an EP from like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. Each of the titles are like The One Where I, or The One With, or something. But in this one, Marty and Andy Mineo, they just talk about how you get so busy and just keep putting off praying, and like, then it just gets to the point where you're just like, sometimes I need to talk to God, you know? Like, what else is there to do? Like, I'm doing this isn't working, life's not going right now, and like, it's like, I'm busy, I'm trying to work on making it better, but sometimes you just need to slow down, take some time, talk to God. You know, that's what the song's about. Number 4, Herman Miller by Andy Mineo, my boy, my favorite artist. He dropped in, I think it was an EP called Happy Thoughts. I got an album review for it. It's also on my top 10 albums. But Herman Miller, I think it was like the 4th single off that album. Crazy fire. You just get dropped in that song. Like, there's no build up or anything. It's just like, as soon as the song starts, you're like, and it's like, banger. He goes hard. He goes pretty fast a couple times. He's got some bars in there. And it's just a super upbeat Andy Mineo song that you gotta check out. So now we in the top 3. And this one is kind of like Drown. It was on the album, but it was still released as a single before the album came out. There is artwork. I am posting artwork for Zombie. Lecrae Zombie was also one of my top 2 most listened songs 2020 on my Apple replay. Oh my gosh. This song, I don't know why, but this song, it's like, it's like Armies. Like, when this song came out, I swear I listened to it like 10 times that day. It's catchy. It's got like a super great vibe to it. It's really like an upbeat song, but when you actually listen to the lyrics, it's got like a deep message and meaning to it. And I'm not gonna ruin that. I want you to go listen to the song. Go listen to Restoration. And we'll move on to number 2. Number 2, Speed Me Up by Wiz Khalifa, Lil Yachty, Ty Dolla $ign. I think there's someone else on there. It's killing me. It's the single from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Now you're watching Sonic, credits hit, and this joint came on, and I was like, ooh, it's in there. I mean, I'm gonna stay for the credits anyway, because I'm one of those people that know that there are stuff after the credits. Other people will be like, oh, the end. Alright, we'll see y'all. Tell me when the sequel comes out. And I'm like, yo, don't know there's gonna be something after the credits for a movie something like this. And they keep going. So I'm sitting there and this joint comes on. Oh. Also, like, the graphics in the credits were like 8-bit video gamey, and then this song came on and the beat was hard. The lyrics were like, there was a lot of like Sonic references in the lyrics, and super catchy. When that song came out, I was like, man, this is gonna be one of the best singles of the year. And look at me now, number 2 on my list. Shall we talk about number one? We shall, but let me take a drink first. The number one single of the year, Celebrate More by Lecrae, Andy Mineo, and Hovey. This song, when they announced it, I was like, this song is gonna be crazy, because Andy Mineo, like I said earlier, my favorite artist. Lecrae is like probably my second favorite artist, honestly. And then Hovey's on the come up. I've been saying that on my channel for a long time. Out of the newer rappers, Hovey's definitely my favorite. Anytime Hovey drops something, I'm gonna be there to hear it. When these three were on the song, man, this is like three goats. It's gonna be so good. And then when the first time I listened to it, I was expecting more of like a hardcore, because it seems like every time Lecrae and Andy get on a track together, they're almost like competitive because they're both so good. They're both just like eating the beat. And this wasn't necessarily like that to me. This one has more of like a flow than like a you know. So like the first time I listened to it, I was like, that could have been better. Like Max Lord said, the song's good, but it could be better. But the more I listened to it, the more I loved it, and the more I had to listen to it like every day there for a while. Wake up, I'm going to work, pop Celebrate More on. So crazy. It's just talking about we gotta celebrate life more, you know. You can talk about the bad things and all that, you can talk trash, but we just gotta celebrate what we got, that we're still living. Super good song. So there you have it. That's my top 10 singles of the year. Hope you like them, if you listen to them. If you've already listened to them, I hope you agree that they're some of the best. If you don't agree, drop your 10 in the comments and I'll have to check them out. Like I said, you can check out the top 10 movies in 2020, top 10 albums in 2020, and just check out some of the videos in general. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time.